Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Learn. I'm your Excel instructor. Guys, today we are going to cover some if, some ifs, and some product series. Guys, this is one of the most important series of Excel, which actually helps you to sum the data subject to the conditions and by using wildcard characters. And we have amazing function called sum product. Guys, some function itself is self-explanatory function, and if you look at sum if function, again it is similar to countif, but countif gives you the count basis on the condition being given in the function. Sum if gives you the sum basis the condition specified in the formula. And again, sum ifs function is all about with multiple conditions, and this actually you know it very well using wildcard characters, how we can get the sum. This is the conditions being specified. And the last is sum product function. Actually, what is sum product? Sum product is also self-explanatory, because sum of the product, you know, if you look at that way, actually this function multiplies the ranges or arrays together and returns the sum of products. This is the definition of sum product. So let me say again, this function sum product actually multiplies the ranges or arrays and together and return the sum of products. This is the definition of sum product. And let me start with basic sum. Let me go to my tab sum functions. Guys, this is my dummy data. Now I want sum of this entire column, unit test. How you can get the sum? So this is one basic formula we have, equal to sum function we are going to use, and you can select this entire array this way, or whatever array you want unit test, you can select a unit test. So this way you can have the result. 373.50 is the total unit cost. You can see the total at the status bar down, average, count, a, and sum. To the very down you can see. So you can see this is the total 373.50. The time you change the value, suppose 120, suppose you want some value 120, 1 minute, you want some value 123, so you can add 123, and the time you change the value, the total also gets changed automatically. So again, I'm telling you, before you get into the formula, you have to ensure that your calculation options should always be automatic. If you keep this manual, so whether you change value here or not, you see the result will not get, you know, impacted at all. So to avoid that, either you press F9. All right, see that once you press F9, the formula also goes refreshed. So to refresh the formula, you have to press F9. But if you keep your calculation option automatic, which is, so that your formula keeps on getting, refreshed. Once I make 50 to 150, you see the result. All right, you see the result over there. But if I make this, so this also goes bigger, because this is the formula which is, affected. If you want to see any cell where the formula is available or not, you can see this belongs to which. You can see that trace precedents, which actually will tell you this actually goes this way. Or you can remove the array, remove the arrows. So now you understand this, how we can apply the sum function this way. Maybe you can apply sum function also alt plus. So you can see this is the shortcut key, and alt, you can select anywhere, alt and plus. So once you select that, automatically you get the total. This is a shortcut to get the sum. So sum is clear, you, I think. Now you want to find out the total sum of helper column. Again, let's do that. Total actually, sum of a column. Now you see the result, which is 171. You can select this 171. Okay, this is clear. Now sum if. Guys, this is the combination of sum plus if. Sum and if, it means make the sum on the basis of some condition. So let me tell you, the question I'm telling you, I want all the desktop item total. I want all desktop item total. So let me type that question. I want total cost of desktop item. So this is the question. Total cost of desktop item, guys. And total, this is the total column. Total maybe cost. This is the unit cost. Total cost I want of desktop item. Guys, this is very simple. If you do that equal to sum, but here we have to use sum if. Understand, sum if. We have to use sum if. So now let me tell you one something funny. Uh, can we use some function basis of if that condition actually can help you better, but this formula is already available, so why can't we use this sum if? That formula I will cover in my next session when I will cover if condition thoroughly. So over here I'm giving you slight idea about if, which I had already given earlier also, but here you have to understand that why we are using if multiple times, but it is generally not recommended when we have large data set. That's why these functions are developed in built sum if. So in sum if, how you can pass on the value? So since we have only one condition, item and total. So you can see item, one condition only available, total cost of desktop item. So total cost. So what is total? This column is the total. You can see some range is optional. And of course we have only one criteria. So you can select this portion here, comma, you can select desktop, DESK, desk. Actually, they have mentioned desk as the item, not desktop. So we'll correct that, and comma, we have to give some range. Understand that, you just park this formula somewhere else so that we can pass on this entire range or select this entire range. So now you see this is the value. Can you check, is this value correct? Total cost of desktop, sorry, total cost of desktop. So total cost of dex item. Total cost of dex item is 5292. Is this correct? I'll give you pause for 15 seconds. See that. So this is correct, absolutely correct. Total cost of desk item. Let me control shift, sorry. Let me put that control shift L and item desk. You can select the desk, and now the value which actually we saw five, you see that this is the value desk, and cost is this. Is this correct or incorrect? Total cost of desk item, we are putting E through E19. Now understand that range, this is our range, we are putting desk. So if we are putting desk and H2 through H9, we are putting that value, and the value we are getting 5292. So just convert this entire value formula into value. Control C, Alt Control V. So you have to see that formula. Before we do that, H2 H9, this is actually the formula. So now this formula seems okay, and let's verify that. Even through E19, actually see that range is wrong. Even through E19, you make E2 to 19. So now if the range is correct, the formula is also correct. E2 E19, H2 H19, guys. So now let me check again. Control Shift L, desk as item, and now see this is actually the result, which is 875. 875 is the result. So now if you remove the filter, 875 is the correct value, guys. So now it is clear. If we have to calculate on, maybe we have to calculate the total sum on the basis of, kind of criteria. So total cost of desk item is 875. So rather than desk, you can write binder also here. So once you select the binder, you have the result, 138,848.4. So this is the value of total binder item. binder, binder item, guys. So these are the items. So let me validate that. Control Shift L is the shortcut key. Control Shift L is the shortcut key to apply filter and remove the filter. Now we are going and selecting binder. You see these are the values 138848. So how useful is this formula, which is giving you result in just seconds? So you can have multiple conditions. So now you know this sum if formula is used just for one condition, guys. All right. And now let me show you another formula which is very much useful also. Sum if. Now use sum ifs. Let me say, let me tell you what question we want. We want Kivel, maybe we want Smith. We want Smith as sold, or maybe desk item. So find out the total cost, total cost for uh, total cost for desk, which belongs to Smith. So now question can be anything, guys. Maybe you can total cost. So you can see that, find out the total cost for desk which Smith has to bear, or which Smith has to pay. So now see how we can achieve this, how we can achieve this. So understand that some ifs we are applying, we have two criteria, as we have already told, and discussed, that if the criteria is more than one, we'll use some ifs. Now you understand, when we use some if function, the sum range comes at the end, but here it is asking in the beginning itself. You select this entire range. Now comma criteria range 1, this is actually my criteria range 1, and comma, as we discussed, we have to find out for Smith. Maybe you can, rather than keeping hard code, you can select the range also. Now we want this range also for desk item. So this is the result, 250. Smith has to bear 250 cost. So now you see that Control Shift L I'm applying, and Smith is the Smith, and now Smith has to bear 250 for desk. You can see the result. So if you have to see some other uh, location, maybe regions, you can have as much as criteria you wish. So this is how you have to use some ifs and some if function, and this is really very useful when you have large data, and in a dashboard you have to showcase some value, and this is very much useful there, and you can use it to your requirement. Now let's talk about wildcard character in sum if only. So understand, we have pencil and pen, both the keyword there. All right, pencil and pen. Actually, this is easy way. You have pencil and pen set. All right. Actually, it's all about stationary item. But now I want to see that how much cost somebody has to bear if they are talk about all the item which starts with P, or maybe pencil, pen set, pencil, pen, because this is the item which will come. Pen set, maybe it is a bundle of 12 pens or whatever. Pencil again, whatever. So now let's do something and get me the count, or maybe get me the sum of uh, total cost for all items start with P. So now total cost for all items starts with P. How we can find out this? Equal to sum if. Again, you have to use sum if. Okay, and sum if. This is my range. All right, and this is my criteria. As I mentioned, we want starts with P. So you have to type P. Since P is in caps, you have to type this way, and you have to be very careful this way. So now you have to sum range. Of course, this is my sum range, guys. All right, now you see the result. We have 7,237. So this is the total cost for all items, total cost for all items, and which starts with P. Control Shift L, you can see that is text filter. You can go to contains, and here you can type P. All right, so this way you can go and see the total of the cost, which is 7324. At the, you can see to the bottom, you can see this value: sum, count, count 11, and average 665.84, count 11, and sum 7324.20. So you can see Control Shift L, this is the value. Okay, but over here I see some kind of challenge, because C starts with P. Again you go there, Control Shift L, and you can see, maybe you can select pencil. Actually the we actually did wrong, because we have put the content over there, because stapler also got included in that. So now we have to select this only three item: pen, pen, pin, because we are looking for something which starts with P, not content. Now let me okay and see, this is the result: 7237, and this is absolutely correct. 7237 is the correct result. So this is how wildcard character you can use. But now if you have to see the content, as we have already told, this is how the content will be read. So now you see, this is the total. So it has included, you know, stapler also. And after it has included stapler, the result is this. So all the items which has the P keyword. So Dex doesn't have P. Of course, stapler has P, and pen set and pen set, pencil is there. And you know, other than, I think these are the items which has been included in that calculation. So this is how you can use wildcard characters in some ifs condition. And let me go back the last function of this session, sum product with condition. So again, let me tell you the definition. Sum product function, which we have already discussed, the definition, it actually multiplies the arrays or ranges and return the sum of uh, the products. Very simple. So let me tell you an example here. Let me copy this entire data and paste it somewhere else, because whatever we try to achieve with you know, some function, that also can be achieved here. All right, let me tell you one thing. Maybe I tell you something, frequency. All right, and I tell you the item, maybe I tell you the item count. All right, let me make some dummy data for you. Item count, and this is the cost per item. Okay, so item count, maybe I tell 12, or let me make some dummy data to make this faster. And cost, we can use, see, one more function I can tell you side by side, rand between function. This function we generally use to make dummy data, or maybe to a requirement where you need to have some kind of stuff like that. So you can see, I want all rand between values from 2000 to 5000. So it will give you all random values. You keep on dragging this value and see that this is the value, the formula is already there. Once you press F9 again, the value will go refresh. See that it will keep on refreshing. I'm pressing F9 and the values keep on changing. So as we have, we need only the random values. So after we got these values, you have to convert everything into value, so that your data will not go disturbed. So now this is the data, Alt HBA. Over here, let me tell you, if you have to create the total cost, so how will you create that total cost? How will you calculate the total cost? This is the item. This is simple. You will do this way, equal to this multiplied by this. You can do this, and after you have everything, actually this is the total actually is 615703. This is the total. Now I can do this something, alt plus. So this is the total 615703. So what do you do? This is called sum product, but This we did manually, and for that we have to create one column. But in some product, we don't need to do anything as such. Let's see now. Equal to sum product. So sum of the product, you can select this array, comma, you can select this array. This is called array, and now see that result 615703. So this and this both are same. If I know how to use sum product formula in Excel, why should I use this lengthy function that we have to multiply both the values, and after we get everything we have to do the sum. So this is actually a long cut, but this is the shortcut. Because of such functions, not only your life will go easier, you will have new way to discover lot other things in Excel. And this way is very cumbersome, but you should know all those basics. Let me tell you one more function which actually will help you with some product. Okay, so now you see these are my values. Let me Alt HBA is the shortcut key to have these values. I have to find out the unique count, unique count. So how I can find the unique count? It is very simple. Let me tell you the easy way so that you can understand that. The easy way is that this is my header, guys. All right, I want to understand the unique count. First you use countif function, which we have already covered. In countif function, use this range. All right, press F4 and comma, again you use the same range. Okay, press F4. Try to understand this, and I need your focus. This is amazing exercise I'm telling you. So what did I do? I have to find, I'm finding out the occurrence. Actually this is the occurrence, or also URENCE, occurrence. So guys, this is the occurrence. Understand this occurrence now. Alt HBA, Alt HBA. All right, this is the shortcut key, and this is the occurrence. You see, wherever north is located, the occurrence will always be 3. You can see north 3, north 3, and north 3. Now did you notice, if north 3 are there, or if we divide equally in all 3, so the value will be 0.33. All right, 0.33, 0.33. And then if we sum that value, it will come only 1. Understand? So now what we can do is, maybe we can actually division. Okay, equal division. Well, understand now what I'm doing this, I'm finding out unique count. So if I do this, 1 by this. All right, understand this. So what does it mean, guys? It means wherever north is located, it got 0.33. I'm selecting with control, and this is another north, and I'm selecting another north. So you can see the total sum is 1. All right, so what does it mean? If you just select this entire things, the total sum is 5. Guys, these 5 sum means only we have the 5 unique values in region. You can see now, Control Shift L, only 5 unique values are there. 1 2 3 4 5. So now you understand the unique count, how we can calculate in just simple formula. So to understand that formula, I have to maybe create this function, or in the same function I can use 1 by countif. So I don't need this function. At least I have to create one helper column to find out the total kind of unique values in a region. But again the question is, why should I create this helper column again? So you can see the total is 5 still, but I don't need this. But this is actually we created, or to make you understand better how we can create that. So you can do this equal to 1 by countif. Guys, this is called array formula. I'm just giving you slightest idea about array formula. Just keep on practicing and explore. In my next session I will cover all these things one by one. So this is actually count. If I need this same range, in the same range, I'm just capturing this data. You can see enter, and now you see that this is actually the array by pressing F9, guys. So now you understand. I'm just giving you a pause of I'm just giving you a pause of 10 seconds and see what we can do here. Now which function we have to use? Do we have to use sum function here or sum product function here? And then I will tell you, after we use both the functions, which function is very much useful and which function requires another keystroke to activate the array formula. So sum product generally is meant for array formula where you can pass array values and you just enter. So sum product function does not need keystroke, but some function needs keystroke like F2 control shift enter. Think about just 10 seconds and then see the magic. So what we can do here, you can use sum product function, guys. Sum product function you can use equal to, let me just press, this is the formula, press escape or maybe press F9 I'm pressing, sorry, control Z. Yeah, this is still the formula we had earlier. Now you can use a sum product function. So once we use sum product function, it is giving you 5 immediately. You know that because sum product function actually meant for array formulas only. So after it is passed in that, it has made the sum. But now what if I use only sum function? So sum function does not give me the correct output. As I told you, this is array formula. To activate array formula, see, in sum product, we don't need to activate. The result is always correct. But in sum, or maybe if we have array formula, we have to activate this function. Just like this, press F2 and control shift enter. You have seen the result now. So how to activate the array formula? Activate. This is the shortcut. This is the keystroke. F2, control shift enter. So this is, you have to press F2 control shift enter. This long thing you have to press if you have to activate array formula. So now you don't need this value. So see the result now. 5 is always there. But if you make west 1, then it will become total 6. So total 6 values are there which are unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I make another value, maybe make south 3. Now you see 7 values are there. All right. So this is how you can make your formula dynamic. You have to understand that. So lots of people do that way, control C, and this is actually this is also good because this is available feature with all of us, remove duplicates. So you can just see that how many unique value, 8 unique value remains same. All right. So it is counting region also in that, whereas region is a header. So which is perfect. So over here we are range is A2. So that's why we are keeping the values, don't have, we are not considering region over there. So you can see the unique count of region column is 7. So I hope you found this useful. In short, that you have to remember this, how to activate array formula, press F2 control shift enter. And if we use some product function, you can see automatically the result is there. All right. So with some product function, we don't use this keystroke. So again, I'm repeating, with some product function, we don't use this keystroke. Automatically it actually activates the formula. But with other array functions where we have to activate, we have to use this keystroke, F2 control shift enter. So guys, I hope you found this useful. Let me go to my, I think all we have covered. So let me give you one more example before we put an end to this session. Maybe it will be useful for you to understand a little better that way. Okay, if I have to use some product function rather than sum, how we can do that? So as I mentioned, I want total desk cost I want. So here we can use some product function. How we can use equal to sum product. Sum product, I want total desk count. So you can just, one array you can use over there. You can use one equal to uh, this equal to desk, desk desk equal to desk. You can use this function and understand now if we have used that, this is another way. Now maybe you can use multiplied by. All right, multiplied by, or maybe you can, yeah, multiplied by also you can use. There are multiple ways actually, guys, and immediately you can use this kind of range. All right, So it will actually filter like wherever. Now understand how this formula will work, what actually we are doing here. So you can just use this way, and this function actually you have to activate also by pressing double minus. See why we use double minus in this function, I'll tell you. Let's see the result, what result we are getting, guys. With the sum product function we got 875 total cost of desk. Let me filter this value. First you see that desk item, so desk item is there. To- Total is 875. So earlier we were using different function, some if or some ifs. Guys, this function also can be used. You just give a second thought and try to understand this. I will tell you what did we do. So what actually we are telling in this formula. First you understand why we applied double minus. See, E2 E19, E2 through E19 equal to desk. Actually this array will give true and false. Maybe this will give is it equal to desk, it will give true. True means 1, or maybe it will give true value. Okay, and then it will give false. All right, it keeps on giving these values one by one. So what actually happens here, so what happens here, this way it will give all the values true, false, and so on. And we are multiplying, and with this method we have used another bracket and keep double minus. What does it mean? Double minus is used in formula in Excel to convert true false into 1 and 0. As I had told already, true means 1, false means 0. So wherever is the 1 and 0, that will be multiplied by H2 through H19 series. So over here we are telling wherever is the desk, pass one value, and wherever is the non-desk value, those value will be 0. Then we are multiplying both the things and then summing that. This is simple basic mathematics. If you use the sum product with multiple criteria, this is amazing function and it does not require any keystroke. What did we do earlier? The keystroke F2 control shift enter. How to activate? That is not required here. I hope you found this useful. Keep on practicing, guys. Thank you very much.